1, 2. Good afternoon. We're just testing audio here at Duff TV. Deon will be with you very, very soon for the upcoming Taroona versus Harlequins match. Should be an absolute ripper preliminary final today, live here at Rugby Park in Tasmania. Sit back and relax and enjoy the coverage from Duff TV and Old Mate.
And welcome today to the first round of finals of this year's championship competition, the reserve grade teams. We're down to the last 3 in the competition, with Launceston minor premiers getting the week off this week. So in a battle today with the last team standing, we'll see the winner move ahead to the grand final against Launceston next week, and the loser will bow out, hopefully graciously. So Taroona team, you can see as listed, a very, very strong reserve grade team for them this week. They'll be very happy to be able to be mostly injury free and to be able to put a team of this calibre on the field. I know they had plenty of selection pleasantries during the week to be able to look at who have we got and how many we got and can we field a full 23. On the flip side of that coin, sadly for Harlequins, is they are running quite short this week, and their numbers are not great. Again, they've had injuries and sicknesses and things, so they're going to struggle a little bit today with numbers. Hopefully they'll be as competitive as we know they can be. That reserve bench there is pretty short. Mick Dodd is on that bench, Philip Panisi and Chris Mahina, but Newton and Negri are out. We're also missing Cameron Ransley, who's listed in there in the backs. So Quins will be missing him. While that toss happens, you would have possibly seen earlier just Taroona having a coloured socks day today. You'll look at the teal socks that they're wearing, and that was on the break screen, but they're supporting the Miracle Babies Foundation. So with the mission statement there from Miracle Babies, better, healthier outcomes for newborns and their families challenged by prematurity and sickness. Taroona have been raising some funds, and if you're able, that link down there, miraclebabies.org.au, has some more information, and you can also donate via the Taroona Penguins community Facebook page. You can look them up if you're on Facebook. But for now, we've got some rugby to watch. So Quins with the kickoff here. Ball in the hands of Ivan Meerklem out there, the number 23. He's playing at fly half, I believe, today, and I know he's played there before and he's got some skills. So he's also a big tackler. So Sam Franklin on his opposition from Taroona is going to need to look out. And we're away. Nice high kick too. Comes into the hands of Cody Mann, who takes it forward. Looked a little surprised that he'd caught that one. And Taroona go around to the right, so good phases there. Nice tackle right up front from Ashton Reid. We've seen him do it all year. Taroona want to avoid his tackle because he is a monster. Referee Jim Hobden. Ball's going wide here. Cody Hall steps back inside. Gets inside Chris Mahina, but again into the arms of Ashton Reid. And ball's ripped out of his hands there.
10, please.
So the first penalty of the game goes to Taroona. And you can hear the voice nice and clearly there of Hobden. Kick's not good though. Falls down to Tom Newton. He'll have a bit of a dash. No, he gives it off to Tunbridge, who fends off Franklin, but then he's taken again by second line of defence there from Taroona in Jenkinson.
White Queens, White Queens!
Kick, and it's a big kick too. Can't be fielded on the full by Purcell, but he'll love a little bit of space here, Jacob, because he has pace to burn. Oh, cops a high one there on the shoulder from Jonah Albert. Good tackle from Albert. Don't know that it was a high tackle. It's just the way that Jacob Purcell runs into contact with that head out in front.
Boys.
Just needs to protect himself, but that's his low body height and his technique. He's a speedy player, and he's a
scrum time.
Tough nut too. Forward pass here.
Front row, nice and square, please.
There it is, nice and square.
I'll jump out of your way. Nice and square.
So Quinn's down to Munir Suleiman in the halfback position today.
Bring it up, please.
A few of their regular halfbacks are out.
One
Cameron
long
Ransley has
ball.
played in there. James Davis has played in there. Sick and injured players at the moment. But Munir, he's a good player, and Oliver Butler in the blue and white's going to have to stick to him like a glove,
Crouch.
which he loves to do.
Bind. Set. Hold the mark. Hold. Okay, half.
And here we go. Nice, solid scrum for the boys. Taroona with a bit of a drive, but well held by Quins. Ball goes out to Mearclem. Runs and just fends off Cody Hart. Where does that come from? Cody Hall. And Quins with some good driving play here. Low ground, taken down. And the ball comes now to Kelly. Oh, great solid hit, high and low from Taroona. But Kelly solid, takes it to ground.
Playing advantage.
So I think we've got offside play from Taroona. And a bit of bad luck there for...
Don't run at me next time, buddy.
Hayden Wish-Wilson. Hayden Wish-Wilson running into the referee there. Michael Frost going to take the kick. No, he's going to give it to Ivan. So somewhat apprehensive starts from both teams. Neither team really looking at doing anything, chancing their hand and getting the ball out wide. Just trying to trust in their big fellas to make some ground. Taroona will need to sort out that discipline. We've got offside play at the ruck. Now Hobden's going to be looking for that. So bad luck there to Mearclem with the drop between the feet. Unusual combination there between Solomon and Mearclem.
This one was too far apart last time. Too far apart. Too far apart the last time.
Front rowers. Pat Garnham on this side in the grey headgear. He'll love to have a chat about what's happening in the scrum.
Square up, please. Thank you. Crouch. Bind. Put your head down. Bring it up, please.
Not sure what Wish Wilson's doing there, binding with his head up.
Come down. You're just staying up. I don't want to see it again.
Incorrect bind can be penalised.
Crouch. Blue. Bind. Set. Hold him up. Hold him up.
And
came out of the same scrum.
Oh, lucky there. I think Taroona are lucky to get away with that one, but Hobden's declared that the ball just popped back out.
No. Come on, fellas.
Front row struggling a little bit here. Taroona not able to hook that ball back too.
Crouch.
So Clayton, he's an experienced hooker now. He's been playing a fair bit of rugby in that position over the last couple of years.
Good. Hold it up, Green.
Needs to hook this ball back and doesn't do it either.
Play on, play on.
So halfback's just throwing the ball straight into his foot rather than getting it behind there. And now that gives Harlequins a chance with the tight head and an attacking opportunity. Kelly again.
Run away, Blue.
Gets around. Good support from Wish Wilson. And now the big fellas from Harlequins out wide. Low ground, great step. Really nicely tackled out there too by Jacob Cooper. Thunder thighs, as they will call him from now on. Good hit up. Mahina taken by Garnham, but
come round,
makes
boys.
a few more metres after the contact. And that one's forward.
Forward, fellas.
Just delayed a little bit there.
Came out of the hands forward. Came out of the hands forward.
You heard it. So combinations are just not working quite right for Harlequins at the moment. A little bit of rustiness, a little bit of opportunity for players to get to know who's running where and how everybody plays.
Crouch.
But they'll get there eventually. And meanwhile, Taroona need to get themselves out of this defensive position.
Hold it up, Green.
The scrums, that's a better put in there.
Stay behind the ball.
This time from Butler.
Stay behind the ball.
Ball comes out now, goes wide to Cooper, who destroys Jonah Albert and flicks a pass out to Charlie Holmes. And he's almost caught and manages to get himself back inside. So really good running defence out there from Harlequins. I think that's Daniel McGill who made that good tackle on Holmes. Just dropped in. You can see him pushing into a bit of a fullback position. Clayton now with the ball, gets inside the quick defence up there of Ashton Reid. You can see there Kelly never got off that ball. Didn't give Clayton a chance to get it to roll away. Clayton needs to be careful though. He's, falling into the tackle position with the ball on the wrong side can be somewhat risky. And so touch not found again.
So you can have a 22 or a scrum back.
So twice now, kick from Taroona not finding touch. That's pretty disappointing.
Scrum, boys.
See Franklin again.
The other touch judge.
Ball just bounced the wrong way. Unfortunate, but he's got to make sure those go out. Just handing the ball back to your opposition. So, scrum.
Nice and square. Nice and square.
Scrum to Harlequins just outside their 22 in defence.
Set! Hold him up on that side.
Wave to someone on the bench.
Play on.
And good pass out there, so into the hands of McGill. Goes for a bit of a run. Ball goes behind Turnbridge, but well taken by Albert. And just ripped away, Jacob Cooper.
Offside, playing offside.
And a penalty advantage here goes to Taroona. So what have they got now? They've got a good opportunity here.
Wasn't held.
Not held there, Cannell, so he gets back to his feet and makes another metre or two.
Playing advantage.
And still playing advantage. Well taken by Jenkinson there on that loose pass. Butler's got to get these passes down a little bit. Great work from Clayton, but he runs into the shoulders of Kelly. And Butler again, just those high passes needs to be a little bit lower.
Let it go, Pete, let it go!
Ashton Reid there needing to be very careful. Holmes will get around the outside and score here. Purcell, great support play around him. And Holmes, we know how potent he is, and if you give him a metre, he'll take 10. So good start now to Taroona. Good patience in their attacking end there, whilst under penalty advantage. No one pushed it, no one tried to do anything overly risky. And results in a try in the end down there to Charlie Holmes. So this is a good play here. Again, Jacob Cooper taking the ball in. Sensible play, took it to ground. Reid nearly penalised there for rolling on the wrong side of the ball, and Holmes the only one out there with three players.
No, not that. Just
Newton tried to get up quickly, but wasn't able to hold him. And Chaz goes under the posts. So the ball will come back now for the conversion attempt. Nice little tap over. Taroona now go ahead 7-0. Just going back to the last scrum there, or a few of the scrums, Taroona on their on the Harlequins feed are really looking to push through and drive over that ball. And I think with the short bench or lack of bench that Harlequins have, I think the only player they have on there is Philip Panisi, who's not a tight forward. They're going to struggle come later in the game, where Taroona have a very full bench and some experienced front rowers particularly on that team. And they'll be looking to really cause some havoc around the scrum, I think, as this game goes on. So far looking all right for Harlequins. But time will tell whether they can hold up and how good their fitness will be. Okay, Mecklem with the kick. It's a nice one, just covers the 10. No one from Taroona even going for that ball. Blomfield, oh, that's unfortunate. That was very close.
Captain.
Very close. Bad luck to Harlequins on that one. That kick was exceptional. Oh, yeah, and look, that's a great call. We'll go back and check the replay, but you can see Reid catches it about 10 centimetres this side of the 10-metre line. So great kick. Taroona just standing there. No one wanted that ball. Just, oh, I don't know if it can even say 10 centimetres, but Yeah, good call.
Try and keep that elbow up. Okay, looks like you're trying to pull him down. I want it up a bit, please. Crouch!
And good discussion there from
Bye.
Hobden, explaining to Wish Wilson what he's seeing in the scrum.
Hold.
Pat Garnham, who's scrumming on this side,
in,
is
please.
very experienced.
Stay behind the ball. Thank you.
He knows what he's doing. He's a student of the front row. And front row academic. Nice ball from Butler. Goes back inside. Butler's got wheels. We know this. Ah, good tackle out there, though. Well done.
That's good.
I think that's Rapini out there.
Keep coming on side. Use it, please, half. Roll away, Green. Roll away, Green.
Maybe that's McGowan. I apologise. So Taroona again in attacking position here. Vidlich can't hang on to it. Getting those high passes from Butler, just making it hard.
Substitution, blue 2. Blue 2.
Blue back 2. Here, lovely little 1-2 between Butler and Franklin. Great work from Butler.
What's that? Yep.
Nice work. Takes it all the way up, draws, passes. Franklin's in the gap. Butler's inside him. And Butler just needed to have a look to his left.
That's good.
Where Jenkinson was, and that man, Purcell, right on his shoulder. He's going to be there every time you get the ball in that back line. Needs to think carefully the lines that players are running in support there. Just finding where the gaps are. So Harlequins.
Good.
Scrummage, and again you can see there Taroona really driving through, but good steady work.
Stay, Green, stay.
Purcell doesn't get to the ball on the full again, so he's got to run back, and it bounces over his head. Takes it well, needs some support. And that ball's raked out there by Newton. And still going, and now Taroona have got that ball back again. Just have a look on the ground there. McGill and Holmes having a play. Jacob Cooper again with the ball.
Was it knock on there?
No, it was raked out. So referee just trying to establish with the assistant.
I tried to talk, look at you, but you were managing that. Whatever was happening there.
All the way back over here to this ball on the sideline.
Sorry, mate.
But Purcell goes into contact, and I thought that Newton actually pulled that away. Oh no, off the foot of Holmes. So not really a knock on, but hey.
Sorry, Blue. Mistake.
Good enough for a knock on way back.
You keep your comments to yourself from now on, okay? About the game, okay? Thank you.
Michael Frost just getting a little
Crouch.
bit of a warning there about...
Bind! Set! Hold the mark. Stay behind the ball, stay behind the ball.
Oh, great scrum from Taroona. Well done there to get that ball out though. So good form kept in the end by the Harlequin scrum. Ball comes out now to White, and he's got a bit of space on the outside. He's a dasher too. Not held on to, so they want to get that ball quickly.
Roll away, Green.
Not a ruck, that ball. Great push off there. Jacob Cooper is just a machine out here today, and he's everywhere. Jordan Eddington now gets around into some space. Has he got anyone to support him? No. So goes to ground.
Keep coming, boys.
And
Keep
the ruck
coming.
forms. Oh, dear. Again, passes just not taking a hand. Blomfield not catching that one.
18 blue.
So we're having another sub now.
18 blue.
I don't know who 18 blue is. 18 blue's coming off.
There. Okay. I'm explaining why. I can talk to a player. Change is done. Scrum time. Knock on by blue.
So Cody Hall coming off. Replaced by Dan Davis-Reed. Straight out of Middle Earth. Hasn't played in a while, I don't think either. DDR as he's known.
Bind! No. Bring it up. Too low, too low. I'll bring you down a little bit more, okay? You can't be too low and you can't be too high. Okay. Yep.
Hobden doing a great job of asserting himself here as the boss of these scrums.
Let's set the mark.
No, not interested in the shenanigans.
Come up. That's it, good. Crouch. Come up a little bit. Come up a little bit. You come up. That's good. Crouch. Bind.
Back line set up here. I think Mecklen's going to look for McGowan off his inside, I reckon. And he's got McGill on his outside. Ball's out, though, and they've missed it. Kelly, first one to spot it up. So there goes that idea. Takes it in. In the end, good tackling there. Well done, Taroona players getting low on the big fella.
There is, release him, release.
And Harlequins now.
Don't come round, Blue, good. Is that okay? That's good.
And a nice kick. No one's back deep there. And McGowan's got a good chase on that. White getting there too. Purcell coming across, but ball rolls out. And
yeah, I'm in the middle.
Thanks for chasing that ball and bringing it back.
It's
always this good sportsmanship shown out on that side.
Square up, Blue. Square up, please. Blue, square up.
So line out, taps one, comes down to Butler, and he finds the hands of Franklin. Gets it to Davis Reed, and Cooper not held onto again. Pops it around to Purcell. Oh, throws it into the head of Davis Reed, and the ball's knocked on. Purcell needed to throw that ball just a little bit earlier there, rather than taking it into contact. He had a couple of players outside him, and now Ashton Reed with a dash up the field. And Frost pushes it wide. Ground is out there.
Advantage over.
Garnham doesn't get him. Oh, and some nice hands. That's a great pass. Wish Wilson, but unable to find the hands of McGowan, and the ball hits the ground. Eventually taken out. Great effort over there from McGowan to stay on his feet and look for support, but unfortunately his teammates were so far away.
You're good. Front man.
Just have a look here. This big pass from Wish Wilson just went way too far. McGowan had Paddock out there. But he gets back in here and has a good crack. But no one runs to him, not sure where to go. And White did a great job to hang on to him and push him over the sideline. So from the line out there, the ball's knocked on. And
knock on in the line out, no advantage.
Mikey Smith, who taps it back, but already knocked on by Taroona and gives Harlequins another opportunity.
Green captain. Do you want a line out? Oh, hang on, no. You get a scrum, sorry. Scrum. So knock on.
So close game so far. Harlequins haven't looked threatening in attack, but Taroona neither have, other than that try that was scored down there, and maybe great line break from Sam Franklin.
Just come down a little bit.
This game's going to come down to who can control the ball for the longest period. Both teams really with the yips at the moment, not making lots of phases. And yeah, there we see it.
Not allowed to put your hand on it, buddy. Not allowed to put your hand on it.
There we see it. So first call, not allowed to put your hand on the ball down in the scrum to keep it in there. I think that was
kicker.
Lyle Ground there, I think, keeping the ball in with his hand. And the kick makes touch at last. Another substitution happened out there. A couple of substitutions, I think, for Taroona. Tadar is out there on the far wing. And also see possibly Tim Davies on the left wing. So lots of substitutions happening for Taroona, cycling their players through. The not a very straight throw there onto the outside shoulder.
Green captain.
So Harlequins, more reprieve.
Another line out. There's the line out. There's the ball. There's the ball.
Here's the ball. Not the referee's job to be a ball boy.
Two front men, just take a little bit, please. A little bit, thank you. I'm in the middle.
Great officiating. The communication between Hobart is just top class so far. So Suleiman comes out, and now the ball's with Frost, who's out in the back line, and he steps over Davis Reed, but taken down by Franklin. So those two, Franklin certainly making some good defence opportunities with his outside players, but
He went backwards.
Good counter-rucking from Franklin in the end, but the ball gets knocked on by Taroona. I think in that messiness on the ground. And
Advantage over!
I don't know who this player is who's appeared on the field.
Play on!
For Harlequins in the number 16. It's Kahu Rapini. I think he's been on the whole time.
Release screen!
And now Taroona with a turnover. Rapini was dark on himself out there. Davis Reed with some space. He goes through, but taken by ground, I think. And Taroona now with the ball in attack again. So can they hold on to it for long enough to score?
Roll away, boys, roll away, good.
The first try came from just patience. Smith now has got Eddington outside him and gives it away nicely. He's got to find Franklin, but no, a massive fend. And he's over. Daniel McGill still lying on the ground after this one. The big fend. And it's an unusual part of this sport, but a fend can be high and above the shoulders, provided it's not a strike. If it's a push, it's fine. And this one was deemed okay. Just watch, here we go. McGill, around the chest area, just fended off, tackling too high. And that man, he's way too strong for that kind of thing. And Jordan Eddington scores. So great work from Taroona. Again, just there, that ball retention.
Nice red wine, Shiraz.
Nice little pass from Michael Smith there to Eddington too. Drew, put him into a gap. And Smith, he's a front rower, and we like to criticise them for often for their ball skills, but he's got good ball skills. In fact, really, in reality, I think a lot of our front rowers have got better ball skills than a lot of the other players around. They love that kind of thing. So great work by Smith there.
Yes.
To put Eddington into that gap.
Throw off, thank you.
And Taroona now push ahead, a very comfortable lead.
Just for a sec. Come on, buddy.
A little bit after the halfway.
They all okay?
Mark of this half.
16, there's 16 on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 15. That's good. Thank you, Ivan.
Okay. Kickoff goes. It's another great high kickoff. Cannell gets under it and takes it nicely and gets around the outside too. Runs back into the line that he started where there's a bit of a gap. No defenders looking for him. Aiden Fenny on the field. Dishes it off now.
Good job, buddy.
Ball taken there and good clean out by Jenkinson. Oh, no look pass. Davies knocks that back, I thought, but just a no look pass from Franklin there was not great.
I need you to drop lower. Drop lower, please.
Some nice work here. This Levi Gumley getting the ball, getting around the outside there of Rapini, but Rapini did a great job in the end to hang on to him. And some good hands came out here. It's just this no-look pass here from Franklin. He's had his head up there and Albert was all over him. So great defence, Jonah Albert.
That's better. Just crouch!
Created that mistake.
Bang! Set! Hold it, hold it! Done it!
And the drive comes on, but great work.
You can't
Again,
pick it up either.
Lyle Brown as number 7 cannot pick the ball out of the scrum.
You can't pick it up.
He has to wait for the ball to be out of the scrum before he can unbind. So the back of the scrum, the number 8's allowed to reach in while he's still bound. But the number 7's, I believe, not permitted to touch the ball.
Front men,
while it's still in the scrum.
I'm on the mark here, boys. I'm on the mark here. Square up, Blue. Blue, square up, please. Blue,
So
square up,
Taroona
please.
now with another
Blue,
opportunity,
back man, square up.
5 metres out, deep in attack. So early jump there.
What would you like? Another line out?
Go max numbers.
Line out's not been good for Taroona. Fenny there with a crooked throw. Harlequins lucky not to be penalised in that case with a bent arm free kick for the jumping early. Although I think fortunately in a way Lyle Graham wasn't really lifted very high, so nice work out there from Quins, but the ball gets pushed wide. I think it went backwards, but it's now in the hands of Taroona.
Off blue.
And Fenny runs forward with a good run here. But ball stolen. Rapini now gets it to Wish Wilson. He gives it off, and Newton's got a gap. Held onto, dishes it off to Ashton Reid. He's hard to stop, and great hands, Tom Newton.
Playing advantage, playing advantage.
Great little 1-2 there. Must have been just a knock-on in the end, so Taroona managed to recover that. But great hands out there between Newton and...
Roll away, Green, roll away.
And his teammate out there. I think it might have been Reid.
Don't come round, don't come round.
And with the ball just around the halfway here, Cody Hall unable to take that awful pass out. And now the ball's back and Jonah Albert's going for a run. Taken down by Purcell. And throws it back. It was not a bad option. He had no close support. Kelly's been busy.
Roll away, Blue, roll away.
Plenty of carries from that man. And now the ball comes wide. Jason Turnbridge with a gap, and he's got some assistance outside him.
Line out.
McGowan, but not able to get around. And taken into touch.
Missed another one. I'm on the front, I'm on the front. Just square up, square up. And I'll push you into flames.
Okay, and ball won there by Harlequins. Now in the hands of Kelly again. He's made some metres. Be thankful to see him back on the rugby pitch this year. He's been great. Frost with the ball and the wide pass, finds Albert. He needs some space. He just about gets around Cooper, but can't in the end. Has to release, and does so. Support comes. So the ruck happens. Taroona's defence not getting up off the line and just waiting back, though. Some tired bodies out there half an hour in. Cody Hall needs to roll away there, and...
It was already a ruck. It was already a ruck.
Oscar Paston there, just coming in too late there. He didn't have a right to put his hands on that.
Gonna have a shot.
And Harlequins want some points. First foray inside their 22.
No, it was already a ruck. It was already a ruck.
Now it's 30 minutes. So it's good body position by Paston in there to get in the way, but
Place kick it.
he was...
Okay. Doesn't need it.
You just see as the ball goes down, contact's there, and Paston just has to reach over.
Next time, it's 10 metres from me, okay?
The kick's good.
$19 off for Quins.
And that sees Harlequins on the board.
16 Quins.
So a bit of a sub happening for Harlequins. I think that's Rapeni coming off, possibly, and Philip Panisi coming on. So the kick to come here for Taroona, 14-3.
Thank you.
Comfortable lead. Kick's not going to make the 10. So Franklin's kicking is not on song today, although he's a couple of conversions from straight in front have been good. Just skirting the boundaries of what's good and what's not at the moment, and falling on the side of what's not a fair bit.
10 to go.
10 to go, matches up with our clock.
Front row, front row. Thank you. Yeah, you can't pick it up.
Look for a run down this right-hand side, maybe even a kick.
Crouch.
Onto the back end down here. There's no wingers deep for Taroona on this left-hand side. Davies is playing up very close. Here we go. I picked it. Unfortunately, the ball's out on the full. Newton and McGill were both aware of that too, but kick didn't pay off.
Blue, come in, please. Blue, come in.
Taroona will be looking to actually make a good line out here. Clayton now with the throw. Been a bit of disarray for them so far, and throw's not straight. Need to make sure this throw hits there hits their man to give them an opportunity. So it's over the back, but doesn't go to anybody. No one was ready for that at the back. And I think that ball was tapped by Harlequins. Gee, that was a high-ish tackle there from Newton on Fenny.
Take a step, buddy. Half, take a step.
Great contact on that tackle from Newton.
Playing advantage, roll away, Green.
Bigger.
Playing advantage.
So advantage Taroona. Ball comes out, Canal, Hall misses the pass. Cooper can't grab it, and we'll come back to the penalty.
Jordan, get that ball.
No advantage.
Get the ball.
High up here. 8. You grabbed him high. Number 8.
So it just comes
Keep
back
attacking,
to this
high.
next tackle, I think.
10. A little bit more, boys. A little bit more, please. A little bit more,
Kelly
please.
just going over over Eddington's shoulder
Scrum,
there,
scrum time.
around the head. And Taroona opting for a scrum. Try and sap some more of the Harlequins' energy in this last 7 minutes. Taroona looking pretty flat, actually. Particularly in defence. When Harlequins have had the ball, Taroona really just standing back on the heels and waiting for them to come to them. I'll be looking, coaches on the sideline will be looking to encourage a bit more proactiveness around defence.
Set!
Harlequins have been
Hold it
quite
up,
proactive
hold it
in their
up,
defence, getting up
hold it
quickly. Maybe not all of them. Okay, Dan Davis-Reid has come into half-back here. He's got Franklin outside him. He'll take it to the line and look for Hall. Does, but just puts it behind him, and Hall has to hold that ball up around his shoulder. It's taken. Davis-Reid now.
Went backwards, went backwards.
Drops it backwards. And Fenny with a good run there. Needs to be quick here. Goes to Eddington. He'll look to go himself. Yeah, now he needs to get that pass off. But no, Gumley was just waiting outside him with that ball.
Get onside, Green. Get onside.
And Franklin now gets into position. A great pass from Gumley to Smith. Nice tackling. Great defence again. Tom Newton getting in there. And the ball rolls out. It's not a ruck. And Ashton Reed's all over that. Franklin just throwing Mahina to the ground. And charge down here. And I think that ball's been won and a try scored by, I'm not sure whether it was Fenny or Blomfield in there.
You happy with that? Can you hear me, Craig? You happy with that?
And the try scored. The man they call Percy, Pierce Blomfield, dives on the loose ball after the smother. Makes the smother himself too. We can watch that all on this replay. Taroona really got up in this. Ball coming back.
I just penalised him, okay? I just penalised the fella.
Fenny went first, but he couldn't reach it, and Blomfield all over it.
Closer.
So, messy play down there by Taroona to lose that ball so close to the line. Smith trying to go over Tom Newton and being shown how a littler guy should be tackling a bigger guy.
Hey,
and
number 11.
bumbled that up.
10, can you just hold the mark? Number 10.
Just going to have a listen here. I think
number 11.
Tom Newton.
11, come here, please.
The referee wants to have a chat with him and he's refusing to go over to him.
Thomas, come here, please.
Fucking card me then.
Come on, buddy. I want you to play the game. Let's try and settle, please.
Good work. That's excellent from Hobden. Newton's been playing well, and he's decided he doesn't want to play anymore. After that great try-saving tackle, it's not good to see. So, good refereeing there. And a nice kick too from Franklin. So we'll put that behind us. And it's going to make it tough now for Harlequins. Doubt we'll see Newton come back out of the sheds. And No one on the field.
Well, yeah, I
oh,
don't
here
think
they
he'll be
come.
coming back on. I've been round long. Turn time off. Turn time off.
So a little bit of a delay there.
Sorry.
Probably see another 4 or 5 minutes. Although I think I just heard Hobden say 3.
Let's go. Let's try and get it moving, please. Time back on.
So where can Harlequins find 21 points to make up this difference of 18?
Backwards.
Oh, Canal just takes his eye off of there, but got himself in a good position. So the ball's gone backwards. Davis Reed goes to Fenny. He's got Jenkinson outside him, but a nice tackle around the ankles down there by Wish Wilson.
Let it go. Move, blue. Playing advantage. Playing advantage.
And that's player on the ground there from Taroona needed to roll away. Reed takes a juggling ball over his head and a high tackle. So Taroona now with this big lead coming into half time, and discipline's all of a sudden gone out the window.
Still advantage.
They've
Still
forgotten
advantage.
what the laws are. Quins with their tails up. Great run there from Ivan. Takes it to contact, goes to the ruck.
Step, good.
Good run, Wish Wilson. Oh, nice tackling there from Taroona, and they drive him back. It's a good line there from
Advantage
Wish Wilson.
over. Advantage over.
And back we go. Oh, big pass. Ashton Reed, he's dangerous out here. He's got Turnbridge outside him, who steps off the left foot and straightens up. Bar runs into the contact of Eddington. He's not going to let him past. And Taroona need to spread. Reed, after some heavy contact back there, still down in back play.
Let it go, blue, let it go.
And Harlequins making phases. This is what they need. Go forward, got to hang on to the ball.
Take advantage again.
So some good pressure defence, but I'd say offside. Taroona need to be careful. Wide pass here, Reed. Oh, nice wraparound, doesn't find ground. McGowan's out there though. Steps off the left, steps off the right, and he's in. That is exactly what Harlequins needed. Great run from McGowan.
Cap. You and number 17, 2 in that danger zone. Please talk to him. Thank you.
And a warning there to Taroona. Too many penalties. But I tell you what, the run from McGowan out here was exceptional.
I've just spoke to him.
Look at this pass. The pass from Reed doesn't hit where it doesn't hit the ground. But McGowan steps off one, steps around the other, gets around Purcell. And look at the joy on his face. Great work. That is exactly what the men in the Quins need.
Oh, look, I've been around long enough.
So back we go. Turnbridge here with the kick. And they need these 2 points. And he's missed, and that's the half time. So, good comeback from Harlequins there in the last few minutes to score really good. Just said it throughout the whole game. Putting phases together is what's going to win the game today. And Harlequins were able to do that really consistently in that last 5 minutes, and that's why they scored. They really put the pressure on by hanging onto the ball, not pushing too many passes in contact, and that just mounted the penalties, and Taroona just kept getting penalised, and they're going to have to be careful next half that they don't end up with someone in the bin. So, great work, excellent first half of rugby there.
9 weeks of doing nothing.
Neither team really able to dominate. Taroona with a 21-8 lead. Certainly doesn't look like that out on the paddock. A few isolated patches of good work by Taroona that led to tries. Harlequins really are still in this game, but they're going to need more of what we just saw in that last 5 minutes if they're going to come close. So we'll be back soon.
Bloody hell. Intensity is a bit different, and they're running
with the second half. Welcome back. You probably didn't go anywhere. I did. Stretch the legs, get out for a little bit of a walk, have a bit of a drink, talk some more rugby, and we're back. And we're absolutely away. So, second half, what have Quins got? This could be their final half of the season. Unless they can pull out a few more of those tries that we saw right at the end of the half from Sam McGowan. They really need someone. Maybe he's the man. Ball comes wide to Frost. Steps back inside, steps back again. McGill, Turnbridge. Hangs on to it. Good option, good option. Rapini too flat there to make a pass. And Quins tails up now. Here we go. Finds Merklem. Vidalic putting the pressure on. And Ground now getting around. Flicks it out. McGill. And the hands are on. Here we go. Frost. Oh, taken out nicely there by good, solid tackle from Jacob Cooper. And he's not happy there. It was a bit of a collision with his head hitting the ground there. Bit unfortunate. That's a challenge when you get tackled from behind in this game. You're unaware of the player there. And just a bit of a collision with the ground, but really good hands out here from Harlequins. Contact and the pass. Passing, great work, well held onto. We'll just see this tackle here from behind. Just a sling, yeah, that hurts. And he's no good either, Frost. I don't know, maybe he's hurt his back in that. A bit of a flick. Hopefully we'll see him back on soon. But he's no good, so bad luck to Michael Frost there. I really hope that he can get back on the field because he's starting to look really good running around in the middle of the field out there, off the line outs in the centres, just getting out there. He's a dangerous runner, and we just saw then those line breaks will help his team. Unfortunately for him and for his team, though, that was knocked on. We're going to now be looking probably at uncontested scrums.
Don't take it away from me!
Oh, low ground. So low ground coming in to play in the front row. I am not so sure that he's familiar with this.
Crouch, bind, set, and...
So no, not uncontested. I think we might need to have a look at that. Low ground really not scrummaging in the correct body position there. But Quins want to. Cooper takes it in. Franklin with a low ball. White with some space. No space out there when Jonah Albert's standing in front of you. And Taroona now push in. So try scorer there. Percy Blomfield taking the pass out of halfback. Now Davis Reed gives it to Vidalic. He's been a great find for Taroona. He enjoys the contact, loves a good hard hit up, and he's made some cracking tackles in the few weeks that he's been playing. And great run there, Rob Clayton. Is anyone with him? No. Smith now gets over. I think we've had some high contact. Davis Reed finds Franklin with a slow pass. And oh, look, here he is, Cooper. He's got some space. All he's got to do is draw and feed here. No, hangs onto it. Can he score? The thighs. Here he is. Relatively inexperienced player, Jacob, but running with the ball in two hands. We talk about this all the time. The defence wasn't going to get him, and as soon as he got through that gap, hold the ball in two hands, looking for Holmes, looking for Holmes, looking for Holmes. And the inside defence there, Reed wasn't able to get to him. McGowan's come from a long way, not able to get there. And a cracker from the man. I can't decide if his thighs or his biceps are bigger. I think each of his thighs is as big as Jacob Purcell. Look at them right next to each other. He's a big man, and he's got a good future ahead of him in rugby in Tasmania. So after some really good phases of good hands that led up to the injury of Michael Frost back there for Harlequins, Taroona in their first opportunity back the other way have run and scored from about a scrum 60 metres out. Kick's no good this time though from Franklin.
There goes 100.
Taroona now 26-8. So back out to that 18-point lead that we saw just before Harlequins scored in the end of the first half. Okay, Ivan with the kick. He's got a great kick. This is a great kick. Look at this high. Blowfield not onto it. Sorry, Blomfield not onto it. And well taken in the end there by Harlequins. Yeah, good option there. Well done by Mick Dodd to kick that ball back. It's just getting scrappy. I think Pty in the end has come through, but not sure what the penalty was for in the end. Maybe he ended from the side. Yeah. Looks like he came in from the side initially rather than through the gate. So Pty, yeah, I'm not entirely sure from that footage what the penalty was actually for. So good work. Quinn's able to win their line out, something that Taroona have really struggled. And Kelly running back through that line. Really good. Pty needs to get out of there. Dodd now with a bit of a run, and we're very close. 5 metres out, Harlequins. Ball comes to Kelly. He's been great. I've said it a few times. McGill with the ball. Nicely taken again by Cooper. Good battle out there between those guys. Meerklem, he'll go himself. And the ball's knocked out, so loose carry. We're going back to penalty advantage. Taroona need to be careful. Last time, end of the first half, sorry. We saw a lot of penalties given away, and here's more conversation about it.
Cool. Yep. Okay, just quickly talk to him. Okay, in the danger zone.
Pty, inexperienced there. He's not quite sure, I think, what he's doing wrong. But oh, what a contact there from Clayton on Reed. But Reed keeps his feet and drives forward and makes a few more metres. Just need to keep ball security here. Mick Dodd with the ball now.
Release!
Goes to ground. And they'll recycle and go left. Here he is, Reed. Can he get around? Aiden Fenny's all over him. And they keep him short. Ball picked up by Grounds now. Good ball retention by Quins. Ball going backwards now.
No, didn't get him.
I wish Wilson's run straight around the back, but they score.
It was good.
Gee, unlucky there. It's great phases by Harlequins, really good work. When this pass comes back out to the other side here, Aidan Wish-Wilsons runs right around the back of his own player and really made it difficult to be tackled. I think they were lucky. He certainly cleared him. Here it comes.
Oh, you there, Ken? I wasn't sure whether he got it down. That's
Just runs behind there, and Vidlich wasn't able. No, it looks pretty clear actually. I think Vidlich didn't quite run the line. But here's the try, and great work, McGill.
Making sure he got downward pressure.
So Harlequins, payback in that one to score another 5-pointer. It's actually a really great attempt too by Jacob Purcell when we come back. When you come back to this try. McGill with the conversion in the background. Just here, Jacob Purcell with a really good attempt to tackle there. Much smaller man, but McGill too good. So conversion's good too. Harlequins push that score back now. 11 points the difference.
Substitution. Hang on, fellas. Substitution. Substitution.
Just a bit more cycling of players there on the Taroona bench. Nice contact there on the kick chase from Vidlich. He's just got to learn. He's got to let go of the ball when he's on the ground. So
Roll away, Blue.
Taken down.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
And here comes the next phase from Quins. Out to Dodd. Nice work, but held on to. And Cody Mann on the ground there.
Take a step, boys. Take a step. Take a step.
Meicklin takes it to the line, pops it out. Ground, great support play. He's been flashing up everywhere.
Run backwards.
This half. And still maintaining possession. This is the key here for Harlequins. Whilst they can maintain possession, they'll be all over it. And they'll be able to get these opportunities. But ball goes back. Oh, bounces into the arms of Cody Hall.
Roll away, Green.
Taroona now. After a turnover, opportunity. Rob Clayton drives forward, makes 3 metres.
Get on side, boys. Take a step. Take a step.
Fenny now picks and drives. He'll go through here. Great
release
support play.
Green, release.
They've got to roll out of the way too. And Taroona now with an opportunity in the hands of someone.
Held up, buddy. On the leg. Up on the leg.
So great work taken in there by Blomfield again. So close, but Quins hold it up.
Scrum time, boys. Scrum time.
So they've managed to get it over the line in this situation, which means Taroona still have the advantage of the scrum feed.
Let's
go back and have a look. Great drive here from Fenny. And Blomfield just goes over, but someone, who is it? Who gets their leg under this ball? Oh, I think it's McGill. You can see he's got his hand up.
Crouch.
Both legs under it.
Bind.
Great defence, Harlequins.
Set. Hold it, hold it.
Davis Reed, Franklin. Oh! Overrun there by Davies. They got to get in there and support him. So the pass just wasn't in front of Franklin there.
That's good, boys. That's good.
Made it difficult for him, and Davies was going to be running onto that, but ended up too flat. Great drive. Bad luck down there. I think Cody Mann with a nice drive, but just drops it. Just back to the pass here. Just goes behind Franklin, which ended up meaning that Davies overshot him and couldn't get in. There's a good little drive under here.
Good. Knock on, boys.
Eventually, Cody Mann takes this ball in, and that's a good drive.
Okay, let's prepare.
Just loses it as he hits the ground. Harlequins with an opportunity to exit their defensive end, or at least get it out of this 22. Meicklin with the kick.
Oh, good.
Great push from Taroona. That's going to be hard for Harlequins. Really tough, but it comes out.
Play on.
Under pressure with the kick and makes it to the 5 metre line.
Play the line out.
Assistant referee with a hand out there. Ball must have been touched off the boot.
Just take half a step down for me, Green.
So look at the drive on here from Taroona. Pressure down there from Oliver Butler maybe at halfback. And the early lifting here.
Kill the ball!
Roll away, Blue.
Kill the ball!
Roll away,
Short
Blue.
line
That's
out.
it. Good,
Yes,
thank you.
will give Meeklem a bit better chance here to clear. They don't bring the ball in for any better field position.
Come on! Run! Fuck yeah, run!
But a penalty
Went
from
too
the
early.
line out.
Went too early. 10, boys. 10. Went too early. Number 10. Went too early.
So the early jump. Early jump? Number 10, no, the halfback. Sam Franklin looks like he's playing halfback. No. I don't know how 10 went too early, but it's that Sam Franklin.
Front man, please. Who's the
Not
front
sure
man?
where he was playing in that line. It must have
Make
been
the
out
mark,
wide.
please. Thank you. Who's ball?
So
Yep,
good work,
thank you.
Quins.
Beautiful, mate.
Pretty close to being.
Came back to here. Good field position there from Tim Davies to gather that kick. And Nisi taps it down. Suleiman takes it and just manages to evade the tackle, and running backwards gives the pass away.
It's okay.
Get these tackles a little bit lower.
Release.
Skirting dangerously with the shoulder area and the neck. Passes wide to Reid. Davies slips off him. Reid slips in. Davies has
That's
another
okay. It's
go.
only on his back.
Just over the
It's
back.
okay.
Slips
That's
up a
okay.
little bit there though. Taroona getting lazy with their tackles. Harlequins will take advantage of that the next time it happens, I'm sure. There'll be penalties coming. Again, just tacklers trying to go high. You don't go high on a guy like Ivan Meeklem. He's way too big for that. And Quinn's not making a lot of ground, but making some, and that's all they need. But McGill can't pick it up, and Jenkinson looks for some support. Ball goes backwards from Cannell. Hall with the ball now. There's lots of space out to the left. Oh, Dar can't hang on to it. And there's a turnover. I'm not sure that we had advantage from the earlier knock-on.
Knock on.
Yes, there was an advantage.
You had advantage. It's only a knock on. It wasn't a penalty.
So pressure coming from both teams. No one able to hold on to that ball really effectively. Turnovers are plenty.
No, that was high. That was on his back. It was on his back. It wasn't high. No, it was. He just jumped on his back. It was fine. No, God.
Let's go.
So more substitutions there. Vidlich and Mann coming off. Second rowers.
Crouch.
Replaced by
Fine. Set.
Eddington and Gumley. Oh, Taroona with a big push on this one. This will give them a great
Playing
opportunity.
advantage. Still playing advantage.
And grounders come out there, I think, very early. But Taroona still with the ball. Penalty advantage here. Eddington just off the bench.
Release Green.
Makes a couple
Still
of
playing
metres,
advantage.
puts them forward. Oh, Clayton monstered over that
Roll away,
side by
Green.
Dodd
Roll
and
away.
Ground. Plenty of shaved heads on that side. It can be difficult to tell who they belong to. Nice hands from Taroona. Eddington looking for someone. And ball comes wide now. Franklin with a pop. Well taken by Hall, but not by Cooper.
Knock on.
And the advantage is still being paid. Just those no-look passes from Franklin, just making it a little bit difficult for the man outside him. And that time, Cody
Scrum.
Hall.
Another scrum. Scrum, please. Your scrum disintegrated.
Disintegrating scrums. I tell you what, an opposition front row and or tight five, or all 8 of them really, Love to hear those words. And that's a good front row there for Harlequins too, when you've got Dodd, Reed and Wish Wilson there. That's a good front row to be pushing through.
Bind.
Mind you, they're a man down, I think. There's
hold.
Playing advantage, playing advantage. Frost came off again. Brown coming around offside there.
Breakaway, you can't break.
Oh, Franklin, no.
Breakaway going early. Breakaway, you've got to stay on. You get no choice. No choice.
Brown's given away way too many penalties off the scrum today. I think that'll be the third, possibly the fourth time. And yeah, it's great. His intent's excellent. Again, he wants to put the pressure on. Doesn't want to let them have an easy pass here.
Scrum has to have it in his hand and it has to be away from the scrum. Okay? Okay.
Good description.
Okay. You're playing the old rule. The old time.
The old rule.
Can you go out this side, buddy? 12.
So,
okay,
Franklin having a rest. So, Butler at halfback for Taroona. Davis Reed at fly half.
Crouch.
Halfback, scrum half. What are the words that we need to use?
Set. Good, that's it. Hold the mark.
Very deep backline set here for Taroona. I expect this ball to be going wide through the hands.
Now.
Butler puts it out in front, but no good. Well done by Davis Reed to chuck a foot on that and not knock it on. And he's through too. Oh, that's a high tackle over the shoulders. Very lucky.
Release. Good, thank you.
But great run from Davis Reed after that scrappy pass. Taroona now looking. Who wants it? Eddington steps one way, but runs back in and meets some big bodies, so he's not going to get through. Davis Reed now having a look. He's got Cannell, Gumley, and Davies is over. Good phases there. Comes all the way back to this good footwork from Dan Davis Reed right here. Traps it with a foot and a good pickup on the ground too from the old timer. Gee, really high tackle there from Meeklem over the back of the head.
No, just, just they're starting to mount a little bit. Yeah, just 5. 5 is the one. The Dragons, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
And here comes the ball to Eddington, steps back inside, trying to go himself, but defenders are good.
As long as they don't try.
And then here we go, nice hands. Davis Reed, Cannell, Gumley, great hands from Levi Gumley here, just to draw, and gave Tim Davies enough space. So Taroona stretch that lead back out. Quins keep coming though. They haven't been able to put them away. See the Harlequins there, trying to find something. They know 20 minutes of rugby left. If they can't stretch themselves and bridge this gap, that's it for them for the season. Conversion no good there. They've got it in them. 2 tries and a bit. 16 points.
Yeah, I'm the same. 18.
Let's get a name on this footy.
No time for a drink, Kenny.
Back left, Tim.
About 18 minutes. 5. Is body going to last?
Meeklem with the kick, he's been great. One that didn't go 10 by a couple of centimetres. Well taken in there, great work by Blomfield. And now Butler. Great work by Butler, taken out though, good defence. And a pat on the back from both of those boys down there is nice to see.
We'll take that ground.
Good. Yep, thank you.
That was a good solid run by Butler around the blind there, and really good tackling from McGowan to not lose his feet.
Clean take,
Great line out. Brown takes the ball, gives it to Kelly, who's just running back slowly into the wrong place. Pushes it back, and now Harlequins have lost some ground, but no one gets Rapini. Butler finally gets him at Eddington. Need to roll.
Don't come round. Play your advantage. Play your advantage.
And Eddington there didn't come through. Didn't come through the middle of the ruck. He came off the side. Quins might even need to consider 3 points, but those 5s and 7s are more important for them at this point. So it's good cover defence here, but you just watch Eddington as he gets up and he steps to the side. He's never on side there and just comes in. And Quins now with an opportunity. They need to score, and they need to score now. Just again, early jumping, and that's knocked on 5.
Hands off, hands off.
But it's allowed. And Taroona now with a counter ruck will win this if they can all drive through. But there's someone with really strong legs in there from Harlequins who's holding them up. So many offsides.
Still playing advantage.
Here we go, Rapini. He's caused some trouble earlier, and he's just short. Well done from Butler to hold him out. Dodd looks for the pass. Meeklam chucks it. He's got numbers out there. But Turnbridge runs back inside where the defence was waiting for him.
Now advantage.
And fortunate there for Taroona, because there was big gap out wide.
7 offside. Number
Taroona
7.
consistently in this area have been offside. And the quick tap. Wish Wilson gives it to Reid. Taking in a good solid tackle, and they'll drive him to the line too. So great work in the end there from Eddington and Davies.
So 5 or 22. 22. 22.
Reid's pretty exhausted. He's had a good game. He's played hard, but the advantage here for Taroona with that player being driven out and place taken away. They're not even going to wait for him. So the kickoff from the 22.
Release.
Saying the advantage of Taroona there. Reid being taken out over dead ball is that it was a 22 dropout. And now Taroona have managed to recover that ball after it's come loose out of the back of that ruck. And that's a shame for Quins here. They're now a man down. Cooper with the ball behind him. He's dropped it.
Playing advantage. Playing advantage. Not allowed on the ground. Not allowed to play it on the ground.
So I don't know who that is in there playing it on the ground from Harlequins, but they should know better. Eddington now, no space here. Gets it off to Gumley. He's been good the few times he's been on, has Gumley. And here we've got coming around off the side there, Wish Wilson this time.
Use it, Blue.
Butler just wanting someone to help him out there and give him some direction, and finally comes from Blomfield. Jimmy Hobden there with a bit of a sore shoulder. Okay, Cooper now with the ball, and he's got space. Gets a bit of steam up, and great tackle. A little pass around the back there. Dar with the ball now, steps back inside, needs to start moving forward. Good little slip of the tackle. Goes into contact and gets to ground nicely.
Take a step, buddy.
Taroona now with the ruck ball. Tired bodies. Paston with a good hit.
That's it. Ball's gone. Ball's gone.
And nice work. Clayton can't pick it up, and the ball just pops out in the hands of Ground, who's been really good today. A few penalties off the scrum, but I tell you, he's worked hard and has been really great for his team. Nice low tackle from Eddington.
No, that's it. Don't come round, Blue. That's it. There it is.
Love the ruck work here. Good work. Kelly there ended up pushing Garnham back off that. And we've got some advantage heading towards Harlequins here. Kick goes through.
Blue, offside.
Not sure who that was.
Someone's cracked my shoulder. Barely lift my arm. Gotta stop the game.
So referee at the moment needing a bit of a break.
Shoulder. My shoulder's gone. My shoulder's gone.
Go back into
My shoulder's gone.
into this ruck here.
I can't lift the bastard.
Look at that arm around the neck there on Cody Hall. It's not something that referees could easily see, but
bloke put me up there. Just gave me shoulder.
just a few things going on. This game's starting to get messy. Both teams at the ruck now. Just getting a little bit anxious. Harlequins need points, need to score.
It's gone.
When the ball goes
It's
out.
gone. You need a whistle?
And backup referee here. Ken Holloway is going to take over for the last 14 minutes. Hobden's come to the bench himself. Wish Wilson also just coming off here too with a blood nose. So players and referees coming off everywhere. Just need to get another assistant referee. I think we can see at the far side there, Justin Black stepping in to help out. Thanks, Panda. I don't know if they need to check the clock. Sitting on 27 minutes with...
I thought I saw your white hair up there sometime.
All right, so back into it. Penalty out here to Harlequins for some offside play at the last ruck. Clock restart here. Ball kick down. There was some controversy earlier in the season when we had a referee have to pull out in the middle of the game due to an injury, and the time wasn't managed quite well enough at the end of that, such that the game ended up finishing probably 5 or 6 minutes short. So hopefully the communication out there between the referees has worked. I've got my clock running. We'll be able to see how the time goes, but at the moment it's all Taroona though. It's not going to take a lot for Harlequins to get back in this. Knock on, I think, on the line out there from Taroona. We won't have our microphone on the referee now, given that that Jim has had to go off. So I think a correct call there. Knock on from Taroona at the line out. See a scrum to Quins though. They're struggling in this area. And they've got 2 front rowers on the bench. I'm not sure that Harlequins will want contested scrums here. So this will, uncontested scrums will really suit Harlequins now, because they were being destroyed in the end by Taroona. So the ball comes out, pass around there, McGowan just held onto. We've got a high contact, I think, there though, from the defender coming around. And the ball gets pushed out now to ground, taken by White. And pops it back, finds Kelly, he finds Suleiman. He looks for a bit of a dummy, but 2 front rowers behind him.
Get back!
Yeah, that high tackle came back here on McGowan. Franklin there, just a trailing hand over the shoulder. It's not safe trying to make that contact there and just flinging your arm out. So see Quins with another opportunity here. They're going to go the tap. They need points and they need them quickly. It's going to take 3 scores, 2 of those converted tries, to get back in front and resurrect their season and give them one last shot at the title. Knees are on the ground here. Player needs to be released, but maybe we've called that a maul. So well done to Taroona there. Hold Turnbridge up and prevent him from getting to ground. See the original tackle there. It was really well done, actually. I think Hall and Jenkinson in there just held him, and he wasn't able to get his knees to the ground, which is what defines the ruck. And it took too long, so eventually we ended up with a maul called, and Taroona will end up with the scrum. Interesting here with the contested scrums. I think Harlequins only look like they have possibly 5 in that scrum. Taroona really need to match that rather than putting 8 in.
We only have to number their scrum, okay? We only have to. So they've only got 5 here.
Just put 5 in.
Yeah, Oscar. Oscar.
So back into it here, another scrum with these uncontested scrums. Numbers need to be matched, so Harlequins now with, I think, 7 on the scrum. I think Taroona now matching players' numbers on the field instead of just dropping numbers off in the scrum. Certainly been a bit of a sub, so... Oh, Franklin, oh, nice tackle there. Great work, McGill, and he's all over the ball too. Great work there by Daniel McGill. He's been a really, really great all day. And just getting the scruff on tackle there on Sam Franklin and taking him to ground, and no support. So Quinn's still with an opportunity. There's still enough time. They've got the firepower out there. They don't have the numbers. They're down to a couple of players short out there. Maybe one short, down to 14. We've had a few on the bench. Wish Wilson was on the bench, I think, for the previous scrum to the last one, but he's back out there now. It looks like they might even have their full front row again and back to contested scrums. Who knows? But this game's still on. And a good tap there from Panisi. So Kelly, who's been parked behind that line out, takes the ball back to the gain line. Good work there from Blomfield, and great counter-rucking from Taroona. That was all Percy Blomfield. Got to be careful with a high tackle around there on from Panisi, getting his hand around the neck there of Mann. But ball comes to ground now, and Taroona will look to get it out of here. Canal hits it up. Good solid hit up, but even more solid tackles takes him to ground. Butler now shovels it out to Smith. Oh, the pass over the top there to Cooper. Fends off one, hangs onto it. Pops it back. Hall now with the ball. Straightens up. Taken by 3 tacklers there. Great work. Need to release him though. And Hall just shovels it back now, and Taroona will look to have another go infield. Vidlich waiting for this one. Hasn't had a lot of opportunities today and goes no one with him. But luckily ground gets taken down while his hands are on that ball. Just loose tackling Turnbridge there, but needs to be careful where that arm goes, but Clayton hangs onto it. Oh, and an odd pass, but goes to Franklin. Gets inside. Now he's got some space. Who's he got outside him? Puts it way out in front. Dar needs to pick that up before it goes out, and he's shoved over the sideline. Franklin just needed to slow down and have a look there. Good attacking play, great attacking play, but that pass didn't go where it had to go. Just made it really, really difficult out there for his winger. Good opportunity gone begging there for Taroona. Sees a great run from Franklin again here. He sees the front rows. Now he just needs to slow down. No one's there, so he just had to slow. And away we go. So after that, I think we've seen a knock on at the bottom of the ruck there by Jenkinson. But after the knock on, I think Taroona turning that ball over. And scrum now to Harlequins. So they do have a full front row back out again. So lots of talk within referees about uncontested. Oh, the hands in there too. Lucky to get away with that. And the kick goes down. Purcell underneath it. Great work. He's going to go left or right. He'll come to the right. Just going to run across field. Oh, bam. Nice tackle. And he's a resilient fellow, is Purcell. Oh, that's a very, very forward pass from Franklin. Good support running there from Hall, but he was hoping to have that in front of him. Big resilience, just smashed in that tackle there, Purcell, by the big shoulders of, who was that? Kahu Rapini. Here we go, running across field. Never good at this level. At least he straightened up. It's just so hard for the players to go low on Purcell as well, and he's, you know, a solid runner. But he got hit pretty hard in that tackle. Definitely won't stop him, just making sure his shoulders and everything are still all good. Harlequins now with the ball. So contested scrums again after Wish Wilson. Oh, nice fend. Here he is, Rapini. Oh, it's a great tackle by White. Round the ankles on the big fella. That's all you need. Taroona need to make sure they stay on side here. They've been really ill-disciplined around the ruck. Their counter ruck's good. But Taroona, they're called being offside. Another opportunity here for Harlequins. Twenty 25 metres out here. Have they got someone who can run the distance? McGowan, he's the man. Or get it out wide to Jonah Albert on that far right wing, but they lose their line out. Clayton takes it this time and hangs on. Only got a few minutes to go now. I think the time's run out for Harlequins. Taroona would like to finish in a bit of a flurry here. A final try would send them into the grand final positively. So penalty advantages happening here for Taroona. Oliver Butler with those familiar arms up in the air, just needs to stop worrying about it, get on with it. Vidalic, and oh, big tackle. Big tackle. That's a cracker of a tackle. Let's watch that again. Here it comes. There's a bit of play going on in the background, but we really want to see. Here it is. Meeklem just destroys. He's very much offside too, but a great hit. And back into it. Taroona have now taken the ball downfield. They got some space out wide. Franklin needs to find Hall. No, another no-look pass, but it bounces nicely. And Cooper ducks it off the Dar, who scores! No, forward pass. Oh, dear. That was a close one. The hands go wide. Just that no-look pass again from Franklin. Just luckily bounces for Cooper. And guess who? McGill. And the little flick pass across his body there from Cooper, just marginally forward. Great support play from Dar out there. Love to see him fall over the line and score that try, but not allowed. So last few moments of play here. Harlequins will be, oh look, the scrum from Taroona. They need to get that ball out. They need it out. Here's one last chance. Oh no, and the passes are short. And there it is, that's the ball game. So messy, messy second half there. But great heart shown by Harlequins. They really kept themselves in that game. It could have really gone underground once they got down to 14 players particularly. But Taroona just sort of managed to stay in there through some great play by Sam Franklin. Was really great. Certainly, you know, good communication from him, though feeding some suspect passes out to his outer players. They could have had 2 or 3 more tries with some of those difficult balls had it gone to hand. But you can't fault anyone from Harlequins. Every one of those players out there today really put in their all. Same with Taroona. You know, it's a great spirited game, really good sportsmanship shown by pretty much all of the players out there on the field. And Taroona will go into a grand final next week against Launceston to wrap up the championship reserve grade season. So congratulations to Taroona on this win, and they'll be ready and raring to go to meet Launceston in the grand final. Up next, 3 p.m, 25 minutes away, we've got a final round of senior grade matches between Taroona Firsts and University. So we'll see you all then.